Thank you for staying with us. It is still the conversation on Lagos Television. And on this side, we were discussing a fascinating topic, the art of storytelling with visuals. And joining us are two talented creatives here with us in the studio. We have Dolapo Ogunusi. He is an artist as a painter. And Babadeji Ogunubi, also an artist and industrial designer. You're welcome to the conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me start with you, Ogunubi. You are an artist and industrial designer. Please, what does that entail?
Well, first as an artist, being an artist is a gift from God, natural gift, the ability to be able to interpret what you think, what you visualize across your environment, and be able to tell that story using various materials like pencil, colors, canvas, and various other materials. As an industrial designer, it's more of science, a fusion of arts into science. So, for example, like the wristwatch you wear, the cars that take us around, it's been designed by an industrial designer.
So all these things we see.
Yeah, the airplane, the motorcycles.
So how does this link to you being an artist?
Yes. You know, let's take an example of an airplane. It has to be drawn for us, it has to be sketched for us. Then before you go to the engineering part, you know. So that's where the art comes in place.
Dolapo, you are also a painter.
Yes, Ama.
And your style is different from his, right?
Yes.
Okay, your style is impression.
Yes, impression.
So how do you, come about, since it's emotion, based on emotion. So what inspires you most time to do your painting?
What inspires me in doing paintings is my environment. I try to record the moods and experience of my society. So my society determines what I put on canvas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this setting now.
Yeah.
Has anything inspired you?
Yes, that inspired me.
Yes.
The way you're sitting.
Okay.
You're a figure I could put in my paintings.
Oh, okay.
I can take a landscape painting or a setting like this. I want to talk about the studio. That what I'm saying here, I'm saying guys in front of me and you intervene me. So I can use it to compose my painting and try to illustrate that this is a studio. So instead of me talking, the way I have composed my painting will tell you this is a studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm still doing a comparison between both of them.
Okay.
Babadeji, can you
Yes.
also be an impressionist?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not that when you say this is your style, you stick to it completely.
No, you
Okay.
can.
It's flexible.
Yeah, it's flexible.
Okay.
You're an artist, so you can go around.
You can go
Yeah.
both. Okay. Sure.
So is this something, and this is for both of you, is this something that you studied in school, or is just a talent that you're building on?
It's something I studied in school, but before going for the study, you'd have the talent in you. Then you want to go further, then you go to school, then it brightens more your knowledge, about the profession.
Okay, for you?
Yeah, my parents are artists as well. My dad and mom.
It's in the family.
It's in the family. So I grew up with the arts, you know. And my uncle was Fela's graphic artist. So he stayed downstairs, we were upstairs. My dad was, late Chief Aola was artist. So art for me was right from the word go.
As in he
paint,
paints
yes.
He paints Chief Aola.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And my dad infused arts with construction. So he worked with architects and all that. So I grew up in the arts. I think the first thing I did was to draw.
In fact, that's what I was about to say. I don't know how to draw.
Yeah.
And it's hurting me. And like I feel
You
pain.
don't want to learn.
The time I drew, they
can
gave me
draw.
an assignment. You can draw.
Yeah.
I remember when my teacher asked me to draw a kidney. Oh,
Draw a kidney.
I scored woefully.
I think for
Yeah.
art, you know, fine art in school, it takes a lot of precision. You know, you have to put your mind to it. Anyway, let's talk about your artistic process now, Dolapo. You know, and of course, Babadiji. I'd like you to both, you know, walk us through your creative process. You know, how do you begin to translate an idea, you know, and make it into a visual story?
Okay, like me, as I've said earlier, that I record the monarch experience of my society. So if I want to, like I'm going from here now down to Ikeja or Oshodi, then I work on landscapes. I want to do a landscape painting. So going here, I would observe, try to compose. Now that we have phones, I'll take pictures of what I need. So when I get home, I try to compose. Maybe I want to speak about Ikeja or I want to speak about Oshodi. Then I'll take my sketch pad. Then out of the pictures I've collected, I try to sketch.
How convenient is that? Will you go about with like your stand or what?
No,
Okay.
I told you I have, now that we have phones.
Phones, okay. you
Yes,
take
I'll take pictures.
Okay.
When I take pictures, when I get home, I get my sketch pads, then I do my compositions. So from my compositions, stretch my canvas, then after I've approved any of my sketch, then I translate it in my canvas.
Your canvas.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Nobody, do you work like that? So is that the process for you? Because your style of painting is different.
It's quite similar, but most of the time I go with a small sketch pad, a small, like a note pad, with my pen. So when I go around, I put down things that I feel that could be problem solving, you know. So the first thing is to note them down. If I need to sketch, I get a quick sketch. I also use my phone as well to capture moments and events, so I can now go back and interpret it in my own way.
Anyway.
So,
All right. So we have beautiful paintings here in the studio, and I'd like you to interpret these paintings. We're talking about using, what's the topic again? The art of storytelling, you know, with painting. So I'd like you to, like I see this one, what I can see is that a woman roasting corn?
Yes.
Where is the con?
I can see corn.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I'd like you to tell us what this painting is all about.
Yes, this painting I titled is All Hands on Deck.
All hands on deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, with the situation we have in the country now, it's now the business of both parties, both the women and the men, to put the food on the table. So the women have to join in the business of putting food on the table. So it shouldn't be just the one party alone. So I'm using this
That's why
to
we
tell
have a female
figure that it's not the duty of the man alone, but both parties to put the food on the table. So that was why I titled this All Hands on Deck.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
This other one's here. We have the little one here.
Yeah.
So we can take that aside. So this smaller one's here.
okay. This is more
You can
abstract.
hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is
yeah.
a twin.
This is a splash of different
Pink.
colors.
Yes, yes. So it's very abstract. So
Yes, you can see
what
that.
it means to me may be different from what it means to you. What you see will be different to what I see and what everybody sees. So the
Should
way,
I tell you what I see?
yes, yeah.
Confusion. I see confusion.
For me, I just
Yeah.
see different colors, and I'm asking myself,
Yeah.
does the colors have a message that they want to
I just see
pass?
confusion.
Yeah, you know, color has a way of elevating, and it can also the other way. The color determines our mood sometimes. It helps our mood. So if you're in a sad mood, some colors just brightens you up. Just looking at those colors brightens you up. And there are some colors that even when you're excited, when you see those colors, it just brings your mood down. So I like playing with colors to help us with our moods. You know, in hospitals, they are very, very of great use. That's why you see in hospitals, you see paintings, so that it elevates people's mood. So,
Okay.
that's it.
Is there another one?
Yeah, there's another one. You can come up, the smaller one. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay, this as well. It depicts. Okay, let me. What do you see?
I can
Let
see
me-
women with loads on their head. One
Yes.
has a baby
Yes.
on her back, and
Yeah.
she's still carrying more loads,
Yes.
more bags.
I see a strong woman.
Okay. So it's from my own process. It depicts our mothers, how energetic and how much they love and care for their children and their family, even in the midst of chaos, in the midst of troubles. They come up strong. They're coming from a journey.
Okay.
You know, they're carrying loads, and still that they have to carry their children as well.
Okay. So the blue. Why did you decide to make the background blue?
Most of the time, like I said, I like playing with colors. Blue is a cool color.
Okay.
It calms things down, and there you see we have hot colors as well. The yellow, the red. So it calms it down. So in the midst of chaos, you can still have brightness as well. Yes.
Can we see just one more from Dola?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Is
is
this yours?
Yes, this
Okay.
one.
Yes.
Yeah, this is, I titled this the feminist ideology.
Okay.
Yes, as you can see, they are all females. And here you see something like these, like
Is it a
we call scale
To balance
to balance.
things. Okay.
So what I'm trying to say here is that the female are advocating for equality. They believe they are unfairly treated in the
That's why their
society.
faces look unhappy.
Yes, they believe they are.
It looks unhappy to me.
Yes, they believe they are unfairly treated in this modern society. So they are craving for equality. So that was why I used this
Okay, for a
as-
balance.
for a balance for both sexes, that what we men wanted, what we have, that they need such power too. Yeah.
So this is more of gender
Yes, equality. Yeah.
Just before we go, I have one more. In these days of technology, AI, virtual reality, how does this new technology impact this craft you're into?
Yeah, the new technology had really impacted positively.
Oh, positively.
Positively.
No challenges.
The only challenge we have is maybe you have somebody trying to dupe your work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some of the
issue.
copyright issue. That's one of the challenges we have. But I think the positive aspect had been really working.
Okay.
Yeah, compared to where we were coming from. Like before, we had to visit galleries, get your works in the gallery, but with this technology now, somebody anywhere can contact you once they have your name. They can contact you and say that I saw this. There are some people that will buy your work. They are far Europe. They'll just snap the work. I bought this from an art collector, an art dealer. So with the social media, they can get your name and they'll snap it, and this is in my sitting room. So I think the technology had really had a great impact,
Okay,
positive impact.
I have a
on
last
us.
question. Now that we have AI, do you think it is a blessing or a problem? especially for you in this industry?
Okay, everything has the good side and the bad side. But I choose to see the good side. AI has really helped improve. Like he said, it had broken the barrier of the middleman, which is the work of the galleries most of the time. So you can deal directly with your client, you know. So you get what you really deserve from making a piece of artwork, and it has helped getting your work further than where it used to get to before. And you have a one-on-one interaction with the buyer of your art piece, and it has helped with our own development itself. You know, we have more tools. Like if you're designing a car, for example, you can design much faster with the computer right now, like the traditional pen and paper. So it's a positive.
Just look on the good side.
Yeah, the good side.
Just one more before we go. Are artists, are they born or they are made?
Born or created?
Born or created?
They are born.
Artists,
Yes.
visual artists are born.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, on that note,
Yes, they are.
we have come to the end of this segment. What did you say?
I say yes, they are, because if you cannot even draw, you have no business being an artist.
Okay. On that note, we have come to the end of this segment of the conversation, and a big thank you to our guests, Babadeji Ogunubi and Dolapo Ogunusi, for sharing their insights and experiences with us. Today we have learned that artists are born. Thank you very much. We'll go on a short break now. When we come back, the conversation continues.